Ggantija, the temple built before time, long before the pyramids, before Stonehenge, before written history itself. On a small Mediterranean island, someone built a temple, massive stone walls, some weighing over 50 tons, lifted without machines, stacked into an oval sanctuary dedicated to something long forgotten. Locals say it was built by giants. Scientists say it shouldn't exist at all. This is Ggantija, and nothing about it makes sense. On the island of Gozo, Malta's quieter, stranger sibling, sits the Ggantija temple complex, one of the oldest freestanding structures in the world. Over 5,500 years old, older than the Great Pyramid of Giza, perhaps older than any known religion. Two temples, megalithic, still standing despite storms, earthquakes, invaders. They were built using coral limestone, a porous, heavy stone native to the island, but the heaviest blocks are over 6 meters tall. And the people of that time, they had no wheels, no metal tools. So how did they do it? The name Ggantija comes from Ggant, the Maltese word for giant, and that's no coincidence, because for centuries, islanders believed these temples were built by a single female giant named Sumsuna, or perhaps she was the last of her kind. The legend says she carried the stones from the Stonehenge cliffs, stacked them herself, and built the temple in a single night while carrying a child on her back. She wasn't evil. She was worshipped and lived in symbiosis with the native population who brought her honey and foods. And here's the strange part. For centuries, locals refused to enter the site. Even before Christianity, it was seen as forbidden, a place to respect, but avoid. Step inside Ggantija, and the mystery only deepens. The complex forms a clover leaf shape with curved apses, unusual for megalithic design. Each temple is aligned with astronomical precision, its entrance facing the rising sun of the solstice. But why? Some archaeologists believe it was used for fertility rituals. They found figurines with wide hips, symbols carved into stone, and signs of animal sacrifice. The ground still bears ancient grooves, possibly from sleds, or something else. And the altar stones? Many are split open, not from erosion, but possibly by fire, as if something inside was burned from the core. Here's where it gets truly strange. The Ggantija complex was abandoned around 2500 BC. But it wasn't covered by dust or buried by time. It was just left. And then, 1,000 years later, the Bronze Age people arrived. And they refused to build on top of it. They left it exactly as it was, like a sacred scar on the earth. And when the Romans eventually came to Gozo, they walled off part of Ggantija. They too avoided something. What is it about this confounding place? Mainstream archaeologists say Ggantija was built by an early agrarian people whose name is lost to history. But there are no bones, no inscriptions, no burials, no proof of who these people were. And more curiously, no tools. None that could have carved, lifted, or placed 50-ton stones with such finesse. So alternative theories have crept in, that the temples weren't just ritual spaces, but resonance chambers. That sound, when chanted or drummed in the right rhythm, could shift perception, or, unnervingly, alter time. And inside the main apse, some claim to have felt it, a low-frequency hum, like the place remembers what we forgot. Ggantija isn't just an ancient ruin. It's a question carved in stone. Who built this? Why here? And what did they want to leave behind? It's older than history, but feels aware. Parts of Gozo remain quiet. The tourists snap photos. The legends persist, and the giantess Sunsuna, whoever she was, may still be watching from the cliffs. Because some stones don't want to be moved again. Would you walk inside at night? Or would you leave Ggantija to the echoes and the things that whisper beneath its stones?